So let's have a look. We have here on the right, this one here is the Syntakt. These are all from Elektron. This is the one they brought out most recently, called the Syntakt. A wicked bit of kit. It is a synthesizer groove box, a mono synth, but you've got digital and 4 different analog synth engines in there, or machines as Elektron like to call them. So this is my rhythm section, if you like. So bass, grooves, drums on here. In the middle is the latest addition to the band, and this is the Digitakt, and this is a 8 stereo channel digital stereo synth. So you've got 4 different machines, which you can have different synth sounds on each of those. I'm not very techy when it comes to these little things, so please bear with me. So this is great. So it gives you lots of nice width to what is basically a mono sound from here. Obviously, you've got effects on here, so you have stereo delay and reverb, and there's compression on there as well. There's a dedicated effects track to send individual sounds to as well for further processing. And but it's mono otherwise, so you can spread some sounds around using the effects, but it's otherwise it's very kind of center. This one gives you some width, so you got some sounds and nice big pad sounds, lead sounds, synths and things like that. And then over here we have the Digitakt, which is a sampler. It does have some kind of waveforms in there as well that you can use to create sounds from nothing, so to speak. So you don't have to sample into it. You can play the sounds that are in it already, but you've got 8 channels of sampling, 8 channels of MIDI, so you can control other things. Over here is the Behringer TD3, but it's not plugged in at the moment. I've yet to put some time in to get that going again with this. I have done a few tunes with this though. There's a really big acid track I made with it that hopefully will be coming out at some point soonish. So the MIDI here, this controls external gear. So at the moment this is controlling the Blackbox. So this is doing percussion and kind of incidental sounds, and the MIDI down the bottom here is controlling the Blackbox, which is a stereo sampler. So this is triggering sounds in here, so I can put extra sounds in, again giving some more width, and you can also trigger long sounds with that as well, because this is a mono sampler which won't allow really long sounds. And again, because it's mono, you kind of got some limitations there, which is good. Limitations are good. We like limitations. So that's so the Blackbox is more samples. So it's great for remixing. A lot of artists are using this for remixing tracks live. So this is how I make music now. I do all my ideas on here, trying to get some kind of groovy, melodic sort of sounds going, kind of more tracky music as opposed to specifically well arranged tracks that I've done before. I still do that kind of thing as well, but time is precious, and it's very difficult to put the time aside to sit in front of the computer and do loads of intricate things. But with this, I can do a little bit each day and keep working on stuff and just fire it up and go. It's a lot quicker, a lot more intuitive, and it's a lot more fun, and I think you can get a more unique sound that way as well. Well, I can anyway. So that's the band. what else we got here? So last month we started a track from scratch. It wasn't from scratch. It was kind of a remix, if you like, using the a cappella from not that one, from that Snowball Effect EP, which is out now. So I've just used the vocal from that. Last month I tried to start a track using that vocal sample on the Blackbox, but the I couldn't get it to trigger. I didn't have enough time to figure it out, but I've managed to figure it out now. So I've kind of fleshed out that idea. So we'll play that in a bit. So that's, yeah, I'm quite happy with that actually, considering it was just a quick idea we did live last month. It's quite a solid idea. I'm not sure whether we'll do anything with it, but yeah, you never know. Might put it out for a free download perhaps or something. What else are we doing? We're doing kind of an ambient track, which I've never done before. I've done some kind of intro tracks designed to as I say, as intros. Whenever I DJ, I always like to have something to start the set off, because you never know who's going to be playing before you. Well, you do know who's going to be playing before you, but you don't know exactly what they're going to be playing and where you are in the night, where the crowd is, if there's a crowd at all. So I always like to start afresh. If I'm guesting at a venue, I'll start fresh every time. So an intro track will just allow me to just reset everybody, give them a chance to get to the bar, have a little chat, and then start them again and get them going again. So that can work whether someone's playing 140 BPM before you, or really slow breaks before you. You can come on, reset, and then take them where you want to take them, and that's what I like to do. Some people find that a bit arrogant, possibly, but trying to mix into someone before you and they're just banging out 140 BPM techno, it's not easy to do when you don't play that kind of thing. So it's better safe than sorry, if you ask me. So lost my thread now. So I haven't done ambient stuff. So I've done intro tracks, just kind of layering sounds and pads and things, and getting quite into that kind of thing. But I haven't actually purposely written something that's not for the dance floor, really. So I had some fun doing that. So we'll start off with that one. And then we've got a couple of other tracks that I've been working on. One that's I've had for a little while. I think there's called Mindful, which I do have a live jam of that up on my YouTube channel, which is I'm at Darien J DJ on all platforms. So if you want to have a look at that, you can go over there. Not now, obviously, if you're watching this. Then we'll throw in the Snowball Effect remix as it is, and then finish on a track I'm currently working on, which isn't done yet, but it's got enough going on that we can jam with it. So we'll jam through all that. What else is there to talk about? So next month, so we've got the awesome Nina Karina coming into the studio next month. So I imagine there'll be some techno happening, but we haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. And again, we're just going to see what happens on the day, and then when we go live at 5, we'll show you what we've done, and we'll have a chat, and we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. So that's quite exciting. Some other people booked, penciled in, but not confirmed yet. So I'll look forward to telling you about those soon. The live jam. So going to work through. I'm going to do a live jam. Probably take about 25 minutes, I reckon. As I say, start with the ambient track, and we'll work through, and we'll finish on that latest idea that I'm working on. And then following that, if there's anyone here, and if anyone's got any questions about anything, then do fire away. Not just about hardware and live performance things, but production in general, creativity in general, practices and that kind of thing. I'm here to help if I can, and also any questions about anything really, or if you just want to have a chat, I'm here. So for as long as is worthwhile. So, excuse me. Let's have a jam, shall we? So I'm going to switch over to the machines and let the music do the talking. So if you do have any questions, do fire them into the chat, and we'll have a look at the end, see if there's anything there. If not, there isn't, and we'll catch you next time. But do stick around for the music, and we'll see where it goes. Enjoy.
snowball effect, it's momentum, right? If you roll a snowball down a hill, at first it's only going to collect a little bit of snow. But as we go further down, the surface area of the snowball increases and it collects even more snow. It's the snowball effect. It's the snowball effect. One thing that I want everybody to learn is that while technology will evolve, human psychology will not. The nature of human behavior will never change or evolve. It's the snowball effect. It's the snowball effect.
Well, there we go. That was quite fun. Oh, I wish I had more. Yeah, I think that went quite well. Hello, Dave. Hello, Daniela. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Daniela saying lush vibe. Yes, thank you. I'm really pleased with that new one, actually. It's not finished yet. I didn't have any edits or fills to play with that, and got so many more buttons I can put stuff on. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Thank you, Daniela. She said it was awesome. Yes, Dave. I'm not on the telly. I'm on the computer. Slightly different, but he says live. Love it. Thank you, mate. And Daniel, yes, what I do is impressive. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're working on this kind of thing for a while now. I started last year with let's get the gear up, shall we? There we go. Ooh. Started last year with the was it last year or the year before with just the Syntakt? Right, Dave's messaging me. What are you saying? So I'm on Dave's telly. He's got me on the big screen. Am I massive? I've got a massive head. So yeah, year before last, or maybe last year, I got the Syntakt. I was like, right, I'm gonna get myself a drum machine. I've wanted an Elektron box for decades. Ever since I played with stimming 1 year in Germany, in airport in Würzburg airport, one of the longest, well, is the longest running techno club in Germany. And I played there. Wasn't particularly busy, but I headlined. I was top of the bill, and there was Dynamic Records underneath my name, and it was stimming playing. But they thought Dynamic Records, they didn't put his name. They put the label instead on the poster. I don't understand that. But this was 15 years ago, maybe. So I had a massive, long chat with stimming, and he was telling me about this Elektron machine drum he was using, and he was using a laptop at the time, and we got this really long conversation about music and live performance, and I was like, oh God, I'd love to do that. But machine drum back then was like 1,300 quid, and I couldn't afford that. So but I was selling equipment at the time. I was running a shop in the West End Production. I was selling. I got Elektron boxes into the shop so I could sell them, so I could play with them. Never got around to buying one for some reason, for years and years and years. But finally, they brought out the Syntakt, and I was like, yes, that's like a machine drum, but it's so much better. So I thought, right, let's go for this. So I spent a year with that thing, but just a little bit every day, 10 minutes every day, and then maybe a little bit in the evening. And then slowly built this up over the last few months. And as I say, I've got a full band now. I can cover all the frequencies, all the areas, and I can do that deep atmospheric groove that I've been trying to do for so long. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's going okay. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Really appreciate that. And would love to see you guys on here again next month. So every second Sunday of the month, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try and get people in the studio with me. But as you can see, well, maybe you can't from there, but it's tiny. It's a tiny little room. There's enough room for me, my little hodler, Grogu, and the band, and that's it really. So we're struggling for space, but we will do more. And as I say, Nina Karina is going to be in next month. We don't know what we're going to do. We haven't worked together on anything yet, musically speaking. We've done events, so I'll probably chat to her about that. She's doing some amazing events called Get Loose here in Brighton. She's got some amazing guests DJing there. And she's really working hard and doing a lot of music herself. Just does some amazing techno. So I reckon we'll get technoed up and do like some 130 BPM stuff or something. Get ready, get hard. So Dave, you'll love that. Love a bit of banging techno. So we'll may make it up on the spot. We may do some work beforehand to see what we can get done. But otherwise, that's the plan so far. And what else we've got going on? I've got a thing that I'm working on, a collective thing that will. So some really talented people in Brighton, and I really want to try and bring them together and do some stuff and create something new. The world is ready for some new stuff that's not the same as everything else. And there's so much passion, so much musical knowledge, so much musical experience here. And I think trying to combine that to create something new could be really exciting. So watch this space. That's all I can say. A couple of things. If you haven't already, then do head over to my website, darienjdj.com, and sign up to my newsletter. Now, it's not what it sounds like. I'm not there going, hey, check me out, I'm great. But it is some encouragement, some inspiration every Thursday. Just a few thoughts to try and help you believe you can do what you're meant to be doing. And then a little bit on what I'm doing as well. But it's a really quick read, and get a really good open rate. But lots of people are enjoying it. Nobody's unsubscribing yet. They may do after this. I think it's really useful. I think it has some value, and I think I've got a mission to encourage and inspire people to be more creative, because when the world is in a bit of a mess, we need creativity to get us out of it. So the more of us are being creative in some way, the better. And we're all creative. We've been creative since we were kids. We just forget it along the way. So let's get back to doing that. Sign up to that. That's my main aim, is to help as many people as possible to be more creative. And also, what else is there? So I've got that going down the screen there. Hey. I did that today. I got another one here as well. Look. Ding! Snowball Effect EP, which is out. I'm hoping there's no spelling mistakes on there, because everything's done in a rush. Snowball Effect doing really well. Number 5 in electronica new releases on Beatport, which is amazing. Really happy with that. Got up to number 13 in minimal and tech, and I think around 15 or so on melodic house techno. So it charted. Who'd have thought? And I didn't ask anyone to buy it. I didn't say, "Oh, please help me buy it." It's just out there, and it's doing its thing, and really happy with that. So if you haven't got a copy and you're liking what you hear, do pop over to Beatport or wherever you buy stuff and check it out. You might like it. You never know. So I think a bit of an early wrap up, but I think I've covered everything really. Unless anyone's got any questions. A lot of really nice comments in the in chat. Thanks gang. But no questions. Nothing about production. Nothing about mixing, mastering, Ableton, any of those things. Then do save them up for next time then, and make sure you join me live. I'm going to try and do some more of these bits. Now I've got the setup a bit better. I've got to saw some bits of wood off here. It's a bit big, it's taking up a lot of space. I saw a bit of wood off, create some a bit more space for me to move around. But hopefully now it's set up, I can do some more things, a bit more live stuff, but also some videos. So let me know what you think. Let me know what's Danielle's got a question. Thanks, Dan. Where do it all begin for you? Well, how far back do you want to go? That's the question. I've always been one of those people who just wants to play music for someone, taping stuff off the radio. I had a little ghetto blaster my mum bought me when I was a kid. I was gagging for I wanted a ghetto blaster, I wanted a little stereo, and I used to put it next to. This is the very start. It doesn't go further back than this. And I used to put it next to my the TV I had in my room. Well, it was my brother's TV that I got from him when he left. I got the TV, and I used to put the stereo next to the speaker of the TV and record theme tunes off the telly as well. And I got so I would always have tapes. I always have a tape of something I want to play. I used to take the little ghetto blaster out with my gang, and we go out and we play tapes. And that was it. Always just trying to play music for people. And listen to this tape. People go, oh God, bloody hell. And a kid I used to hang around with, I stopped hanging around with him. He turned into a bit of a bully. And I remember him saying to some guys that I started hanging out with, he said to them, "He's only hanging around with you for your tapes." And I thought that was quite poignant, really. It's true, actually. He had better music. He was into hip hop. He's into De La Soul. He's into Tribe Called Quest, that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's my kind of bag. I listen to that. Chart music's rubbish. So so that's why I go where the music is, and I go where the music people are, and they're the people I can resonate with. They're the people I can talk to. I can talk to you. I can't do small talk. I can only do deep stuff. Same as the music, really. So tapes, Stanley tapes were amazing. Excellent. She brought some earrings, mini cassette tapes, brilliant. Tapes are great. I haven't got a tape player anymore. I chucked all my tapes away. I had a box of tapes. I chucked them away. I sold all my records as well. Ugh. But I never played them. What's the point of having stuff if you don't use it? So, and there was a lot of crap in my record collection. A lot of crap. So it wasn't really worth it. Dave misses his Walkman. No, the thing, see the records and having that thing, holding on to the past. If you're not using that stuff, if you're not making, getting value from it yourself, if it's not inspiring you, if it's not pushing you forward, then it's just weighing you down. It's just holding you back. So holding things just for the sake of having them, no. Get rid of them, move on, find something new. There's always new. There's always better. There's always different. If you just gotta work for it. And that's where I stand with that kind of thing. I never touched those records. I stopped playing them as soon as I got CDJs. I was like, ooh, new music. So yeah, Dave left him with Dave had some awesome mixtapes. Yeah, I bet you did, Dave. I know, but yeah, new is always always more exciting. Old is nostalgia. Older is nostalgia, and that's fun. That's nice. It's comforting. But comfort isn't always your friend. Discomfort is your friend. Be discomfort. Be in some discomfort, and you'll work. It shows you're working towards something good. If you're comfortable, you're not working hard enough, basically. Anyway, right. I'm gonna go because I'm getting hungry and I'm starting to gibber on. I will be back. Second. Well, Daniela's agreed. What I'm gibbering on? No, it's true. I am. I'll be back same time next month, 5 o'clock, second Sunday of the month, whatever that date is. I don't know. And in the meantime, keep an eye out. I'm going to try and do some stuff, get it out on Instagram and things, and try and do more of that. And hopefully, you guys can get more involved with what's going on, what I'm doing. And I look forward to that. So don't forget, next month, Nina Karina is going to be here. Unless she chickens out, which she won't. And we'll go live and do something fun. And until then, stop copying and pasting and start creating. Okay? And I will see you